The violent prison parolee accused of murdering 2 hospital employees in Dallas was twice arrested for parole violations. One came as recently as June.
The Texas Department of Criminal Justice let him out of prison again last month and outfitted him with an ankle monitor, so he got permission to visit his girlfriend and newborn at Methodist Dallas Hospital. Police records show Nestor Hernandez pistol whipped his girlfriend, shot and killed a nurse and another employee before a hospital police officer shot him. He holed up inside the hospital room with his girlfriend and newborn before police took him into custody. Fox 4's David Santendry live now with video from his last arrest this summer before this weekend shooting. David.
Yeah, and as y'all just mentioned, tonight we are learning that Nestor Hernandez's newborn child was in the room with him when Hernandez allegedly beat the child's mother and then killed 2 hospital workers.
Is your name Nestor? Yes, it is. Is that correct?
Carrollton police body camera footage shows Nestor Hernandez being arrested for a parole violation in June. Now, 4 months later, Nestor is charged with the capital murder of 2 Methodist Dallas Medical Center employees. His criminal history runs even deeper.
In my opinion, this is a failure of our criminal justice system.
In 2015, Hernandez pleaded guilty to aggravated robbery. He served 6 years of his 8-year sentence. He was placed on parole with a special condition of electronic monitoring, according to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Still, he hasn't stayed out of trouble.
In March of 22, he was arrested for parole violation. Then in April, released to his parole officer. In June, he was arrested by Carrollton police for parole violation.
Carrollton police, while investigating him and others for a possible drug operation, learned Hernandez had an active warrant for an unspecified parole violation.
Relax.
Hernandez was arrested and given to the custody of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, but released with an ankle monitor in September.
Ankle monitors on violent criminals are useless.
In October, the state gave Hernandez approval to visit his girlfriend at Methodist. She gave birth to their child Friday. According to an arrest affidavit, Hernandez was acting strangely at Methodist and accused his girlfriend of infidelity. Hernandez began searching the closet and bathroom, looking for anyone else that may be in the room.
During that visit, the suspect pulled a handgun from his pants and hit the patient in the head multiple times.
He then told her, "We are both going to die today," as well as, "Whoever comes in this room is going to die with us."
After the assault, a hospital employee, 45-year-old Jacqueline Pakua, came into the room to provide routine services to the patient. The suspect stood up, moved to the employee, and shot her once. Methodist Medical System Sergeant Robert Rangel was just a few doors down investigating a stolen property call when he and hospital staff heard what appeared to be a gunshot in the nearby room. Another hospital employee, Katie Flowers, 63, heard the shot fired, looked into the room, and the suspect fired again from the doorway, striking Flowers in the hallway.
Sergeant Rangel shot Hernandez in the right leg, and Hernandez was taken into custody.
There is no doubt that his actions that day saved lives by stopping the suspect from leaving the room.
Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia announced Monday DPD is taking over the investigation. Methodist Health System police say the state never told them Hernandez was given permission to be at the hospital.
I wish that we would have known, but that is not some information that was provided to us beforehand.
But if an individual needed permission to go someplace, then you would think that the place that they were going to would have some communication.
A growing number of Methodist Dallas employees tell Fox 4 they've expressed ongoing safety concerns at the hospital. They wonder if changes at the hospital could have prevented the killings.
We don't necessarily say that we have all the answers to prevent evil when it's going to occur, but we're going to do our very best to protect our own fellow employees, the patients.
Hernandez has been living at this apartment complex in Carrollton. It's unclear if he's been living alone. Fox 4 knocked on his door Monday, but no one answered. It's the same complex he was arrested at in June. Chief Garcia believes he's had too many chances.
This is not just me, Eddie Garcia, being loud about accountability. I hear this from my neighborhoods every time I'm out there. And so it's incredibly frustrating, but as I've said many times, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, and if we have to be the only part of the criminal justice system that doesn't let our community down, that's exactly what the Dallas Police Department is going to be.
The Texas Department of Criminal Justice would not interview with us tonight, but they did send us a statement in response to some specific questions, that statement reading in part, "There was not an indication that Hernandez would act out violently in a hospital, and allowing him the ability to visit loved ones in that setting would not be out of the normal course of supervision." I'd like to point out that I did specifically ask the state why they did not notify Methodist that Hernandez was going to be on campus again on parole with an ankle monitor, but they did not respond to that specific question.